What is going on, everybody? I'm Alex the Comic Hoarder, and today I'm bringing you a special video. This is my Grail comic book collection video. This is X-Men 1 through 66. This is the complete Silver Age collection before they started doing reprints at number 67. So I've got every single issue. I've got some information on it. So if you're brand new to my channel, I hope you enjoy this video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of these kind of videos and haul videos. So without further ado, here is X-Men, the complete collection, issue 1 through 66. The first issue was released in September of 63, and this is X-Men number 1. The writer is Stan Lee, the artist is Jack Kirby, and this is the origin of the X-Men. We've got Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and Marvel Girl. Also the first appearance of Professor X and Magneto. So this is my absolute Grail book right here, and this is what started my Grail collection. As you can see, it's got this really cool date stamp there. August 10th, 1963 is when that date stamp was. This book is in good condition, and I'm super happy to have it, and I really can't ask for more in a Grail book. All right, the second book we have is X-Men number 2, and this is, as you can see, a little bit lower condition, but this is X-Men number 2, the second appearance of the X-Men and Professor X. This is the first appearance of the Vanisher. And once again, story by Stan Lee and art and cover by Jack Kirby. Really happy to have that one as well. Number 3, one of my favorite books in the collection. This is X-Men number 3. It's the first appearance of the Blob, and this is the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby story as well. What's really cool about this one is I've seen other books with this stamp on it. It says Richard O'Neill. So this is part of the Richard O'Neill collection, you guys. Not sure if that has any significance, but here it is. X-Men number 3, the first appearance of Blob. Here's another big one, guys, and this is from the Heck collection, H-E-C-K. This is X-Men number 4. This is the first appearance of Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Toad, and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This is also the second appearance of Magneto. As you can see here, we've got a date. Penciled in, and we also have famous for the Chicago, Illinois area, the Heck collection, where don't know his first name, but last name Heck wrote his name on his comic books. So there's a lot of these books floating around in Chicago area, maybe northwest Indiana. So if you see any of those, you'll know that this came from that collection. So this is X-Men number 4. Awesome first appearances in this book. All right, number 5, we have another Stan Lee and Jack Kirby story and artwork. This is the X-Men number 5. This is the second appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, third appearance of Magneto and the Brotherhood on the cover. This is X-Men number 5. Really great book. Absolutely love it. All right, this is X-Men number 6. This is a Submariner crossover and appearance. And this is a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby artwork. So absolutely love this iconic appearance of Submariners. You can see Magneto and the Brotherhood are in the background there as well. So there it is. Could use a little bit of a cleaning there. Okay, you guys, this is... Here it is. Almost thought there for a second I didn't have X-Men number 7. So this is X-Men number 7. This is a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby story and artwork. And this is no real significance, but it's got the Blob, Magneto, and the Brotherhood all there on the cover and in the story. So this is X-Men number 7, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Trying to keep these in order. All right, this is X-Men number 8, a very awesome book. This is the first appearance of Eunice, the Untouchable, and this is also a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby made sure to do plenty of research about these books and take plenty of notes. So I try to get everything correct here for you guys. X-Men number 8, first appearance of Eunice the Untouchable. All right, X-Men number 9. This is the early appearance of the Avengers and also the first appearance of Lucifer. This is also a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. So this is X-Men number 9. Really great, lots of detail in the cover. As you can see there's Thor, Captain America. You've got Giant Man, Iron Man, Lucifer down here with Professor X, and you've got the X-Men here, of course. Lots of great characters in one book. Okay, here's X-Men number 10. So we've got 1 through 10 already down. This is X-Men number 10. This is the first appearance of Kazar or Kazar. And also, what is his Sabretooth? Kabu, his Sabretooth's first Silver Age appearance. So really happy to have this X-Men number 10 with Kazar or Kazar. Okay, here's a great book. This is X-Men number 11. And this is the first appearance of the Stranger. This is a Jack Kirby artwork and Stan Lee story. So here is X-Men number 11. Really love that book. The Stranger there looking all huge, and the X-Men kind of running all over the place with introducing the Stranger. Okay, here's another biggie, you guys. This is X-Men number 12. This is the first appearance of Juggernaut. It is a Stan Lee story and Jack Kirby artwork. It's also the origin of Professor X. Like I said, the first appearance of Juggernaut. What a great looking book there. This is a very nice copy of this book as well. After I bought this copy, I saw this beat up copy, I believe on Facebook. And so I picked it up for pretty cheap, and I was real happy to get that. The signature here on the top must be the owner because it has no significance really in the as far as anyone who contributed to the book. Okay, this is X-Men 13, and this is a Juggernaut and Human Torch appearance. And this is a Stan Lee story and Jack Kirby artwork. So here is X-Men 13. So really love that book. Happy to have it in this collection. This is X-Men 14. This is the first appearance of the Sentinels. Really great book. This is a Stan Lee story, Jack Kirby artwork. And absolutely fantastic cover there, you guys. Got the X-Men piling in the back as that Sentinel is about to attack Professor X. So really love this book. And there it is. X-Men 15 continues the story with the Sentinels, and this is also the origin of the Beast. So this is X-Men 15. You can see my copy's got a little bit of drawing there. Someone wanted to add some artwork to this cover and give Professor X some extra visual powers there. This is a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, so there it is, you guys. Love it. I love it in these conditions too, you guys. As you can see, some of these are in mid to lower condition, but completes my set, and they are awesome to look at. For me, it's got a lot of character. X-Men number 16. Now this is the first appearance of Master Mold Sentinel. That does not get credit in the Overstreet price guide, but it's commonly known in the community that this is a first appearance of the Master Mold Sentinel. And this as well is a Stan Lee story with Jack Kirby artwork. So here is X-Men number 16, The Supreme Sacrifice. Okay, on to the next book. This is number 17. I love looking through this book. This book is awesome. Really great red cover there as well. This is X-Men 17. It is also a Stan Lee and Jack Kirby book. The last page, so this character here in the shadow, this last page is, spoiler alert you guys, it's Magneto. And it starts about a three book story arc with Magneto. This is X-Men 17. Really great red cover there. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. Okay, you guys, this is X-Men 18. And this is a Stan Lee story. This is a Werner Roth. So Werner Roth is now introduced into the X-Men franchise. We also have Dick Ayers helping him on the cover, and then Jack Kirby doing the pencils on the interior. And, Jay Gavin doing the pencils on the interior. And just a really great Magneto cover. Really cool black cover right here. Love this book. As you can see all the heads there, and if Iceman should fail. So there is that. Okay, let's move on to number 19. Here comes a great book, you guys. This is X-Men 19. This is the first appearance of the Mimic. And if you guys know, the Mimic is actually, let's see, how many characters is he in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is the 7th X-Men. So if you got the original X-Men, including Professor X, he is the next X-Men. So he would be the 7th X-Men. And he started out trying to steal their powers, tricking them into letting them in the mansion, and then stealing their powers. So this is the first appearance, X-Men 19, of the Mimic. And this is a Stan Lee, Werner Roth cover. Dick Ayers as well helped him on the cover, and Jack Kirby pencils on the inside. This is Stan Lee's last X-Men story in the Silver Age run. I'm not sure how many he did after the Silver Age, but this is his last credited story on writing the X-Men in this collection. X-Men number 20. I don't think there's anything significant about this book other than it's an awesome Silver Age X-Men. It has got Roy Thomas. So Roy Thomas is probably the most credited X-Men writer in the Silver Age. He probably has the most books written in the Silver Age. So this is X-Men number 20. Just a really great cover there. It's a Roy Thomas story, Werner Roth, Dick Ayers, Sam Rosen cover, and then Werner Roth did the interior pencils for this book. X-Men number 20. Here is 21. Nothing really significant about this book either. Really nice condition. Got some tanning on this side. But this is a Roy Thomas story, Werner Roth, Dick Ayers, and Jay Gavin on the interiors. So this is X-Men number 21. X-Men number 22. I've always loved this red cover. And this shows some of the older villains. So maybe Golden Age villains. If you know more about this villain team, let me know, because they're also in the next issue as well. This is a Roy Thomas story with Werner Roth, Dick Ayers, and Jay Gavin on the interiors. So really, really cool cover with some older, possibly Golden Age villains. Same villain team here facing off against the X-Men. This is X-Men 23, and it is the same, pretty much the same team. Roy Thomas, Werner Roth, and Werner Roth also does the interiors. So here is X-Men number 23. And there's those older villains there. Okay, we have X-Men number 24. This is a Roy Thomas story with Werner Roth artwork. Some nice creases up there at the top, but really cool as the X-Men fight the plague of the locusts. Looks like he's got a microphone there. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like a microphone. Maybe he's a singer. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is my absolute Grail run. I know a couple other guys are working on this run as well. So this is X-Men 25 featuring the menace of El Tigra. So this is X-Men 25. A little bit of a beat-up copy. This may be one that would be eligible for an upgrade. And this is a Roy Thomas, Jack Kirby cover, and then Werner Roth on the interiors. X-Men number 25. X-Men number 26, Holocaust. Really great cover. Very, very nice condition on this book. And 26 is a Roy Thomas and Werner Roth book. So this is X-Men number 26, Holocaust. Very cool. Looks like they're in either Mexico. Yeah, it looks like they're in Mexico with the Mayan ruins. Okay, and here comes the Mimic again. This is X-Men 27. So the Mimic has returned, and this is also a Spider-Man cameo. So this is Roy Thomas and Werner Roth on this book. So that's really cool. Mimic is a really cool character. Love this book. Okay, you guys, one of my favorite books in this collection. This is X-Men 28. This is the first appearance of the Banshee. And let's see who did this one. This is a Roy Thomas with Werner Roth on the artwork. Once again, the first appearance of the Banshee. And at the very end of this book, so you may be confused because you're like, that's not what the Banshee looks like. At the very end of the book, in the last few panels, where they defeat him and he's kind of calmed down, you can see the pretty iconic look of the Banshee. So there it is, X-Men 28, The Wail of the Banshee. One of my favorite books in this entire collection. Okay, X-Men 29. Look, you can see the 7th member of the X-Men. He was a recruit. They call him a recruit. So X-Men 29. This is Roy Thomas and Werner Roth. Warren Roth. So there's X-Men 29. X-Men 30. This is a Roy Thomas story and a Jack Kirby artwork. I got this in an AOK to help complete my run. As you can see, it's got some tears on the cover. So this one would be eligible for an upgrade. Still very, very happy to have it. And there it is. X-Men number 30. Cool, deep purple or royal blue cover there. Really shows all those ticks and all that loving that went into that book. Okay, this is X-Men 31. We must destroy the Cobalt Man. So this is the Cobalt Man. This is a Roy Thomas and Dan Adkins with Warren Roth on the interiors. I don't know where I keep getting that other name from. So this is X-Men 31. Really great red cover, also in pretty nice condition. These are all in Mylar, you guys. This is X-Men 32, Beware the Juggernaut, my son. So this is X-Men 32. This is a Roy Thomas and Warren Roth. Here it is, you guys. Very, very cool. Love this cover. Love it. Juggernaut doing some damage. Okay, you guys, this is X-Men 33. This is a Roy Thomas and Gil Kane. Gil Kane did the cover on this, and Warren Roth did the interior pencils. So this is X-Men 33. Really great Juggernaut cover there. Absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, this is a Dan Adkins cover. This is X-Men 34, and it is a Roy Thomas story. So this says, War in a World of Darkness. So there it is. Love that stuff. Looks really great. A little bit of tanning on this cover, but not too bad. Otherwise, pretty decent condition. A little bit of creasing there. Okay, you guys, this is the first appearance as well. This is X-Men 35. This is a crossover of Spider-Man. Along Came a Spider. It's also the first appearance of Changeling. So you'll see Changeling, and Changeling's actually considered maybe the 8th member of the X-Men, and you'll see why here in a little bit. So this is X-Men 35, Along Came a Spider, Spider-Man crossover, and first appearance of Changeling. 35 is a Roy Thomas story, and Dan Atkins artwork with Warren Roth on the interiors. Okay, McCannell Lives, X-Men 35. Love this book. This is X-Men 36. Roy Thomas and Ross Andrew on the cover artwork there and the interiors. So this is that book. Really cool date stamp there as well. It says July 20th, 1967. This book could use a little bit of a cleaning there, but July 20th, 1967. Love those date stamps. It just shows the history of these books. Okay, you guys, what is this? What is this? This is X-Men 37. X-Men 37 is a Roy Thomas and Don Heck cover, and Ross Andrew on the interiors. Really great dark blue cover there. And the X-Men on trial for treason against Homo Superior. All right, looks good. Really great looking book. X-Men 37. X-Men 38. This is a really cool, interesting book, you guys. This is something that I learned during my research on these books. First of all, it's got the Blob and the Vanisher in this book. You can see both characters there. This is also what begins a little bonus mini-series within these X-Men books. It's the origin of the X-Men. This runs from issue 38 to issue 57. There's mini bonus material in these books, and it's a new Smash series, and it's the origin of the X-Men. So this runs from 38 to 57. Let's see, on this book, it's a Roy Thomas story, Dan Atkins cover, and Don Heck interiors. Another great book here is X-Men 39. This is the first appearance of the new costumes of the X-Men. And this is a Roy Thomas story. Okay, I'm going to butcher this last name probably. This is George Tuska cover and Don Heck interior pencils. This is the brand new costumes, you guys. So there they are. They wore these costumes for quite a bit. And so there they are. I don't know if Iceman's changed very much. Well, yeah. He was wearing the, should have been wearing probably the yellow and blue. So it's X-Men 39. Here comes a great first appearance and a really, really wonderful condition book. This would probably be grade worthy, so submission worthy. This is X-Men 40, the first appearance of Frankenstein's monster. So the X-Men meet Frankenstein, enough said. And so this book is a Roy Thomas, George Tuska cover, and Don Heck interiors. First appearance of Frankenstein's monster in Marvel. So here it is, X-Men number 40. Love this book. And look at the condition on this sucker. It's really good. It's really nice for a Silver Age book. So happy to have that. Okay, one of my least favorite covers in all of Silver Age X-Men. This is X-Men 41, bonus original origin of Cyclops as well. So continuing in on the origin stories of the X-Men. This is X-Men 41. Yeah, enough said, I guess. This is probably one of my all-time favorite X-Men books. This is X-Men 42. This is the death of Professor X, also who was known as Changeling. And this is what I was talking about with Changeling being the 8th member. Changeling was an imposter of Professor X. And in this issue, Changeling dies as he was portraying Professor X. So everyone thought Professor X was dead. And that's how Changeling was considered part of the X-Men team. And so this is X-Men 42, The Death of Professor X. Really cool cover coming up here, you guys. This is X-Men 43, The Power of Magneto. X-Men 43 is a Roy Thomas and John Buscema. It also got the George Tuska on the interiors. Really, really very, very nice condition book right there. And Magneto is just fierce on the cover. Okay, this is first appearance of a Golden Age character in the Silver Age. This is X-Men 44. This is the first appearance of Red Raven in the Silver Age. And this is a Gary Frederick story. Yeah. First appearance of the Silver Age. First appearance in the Silver Age of Red Raven. Very iconic cover here. This is the X-Men 46, the end of the X-Men. Gary Fredericks, Don Heck, Werther Roth. Really great book. Absolutely love that book. One of my favorite X-Men covers of all time. Another great cover and another great condition book. This is X-Men 45, Sensational Shattering Cyclops. Gary Frederick's story there, John Buscema cover. Really great stuff there. That is X-Men 45. Remember, guys, we're going to 66. This is X-Men 47. Really great yellow cover, you guys. This is X-Men 47. Gary Frederick, Don Heck on the cover, and Werner Roth on the interior artwork there. Very, very cool. Very nice condition book as well. Yellow cover, X-Men 47. Cyclops and Marvel Girl featured in X-Men 48. Love it, you guys. They kind of did these in the late 40s, the numbers 40s, featuring two of the characters on their team up adventure or solo adventure. So this is 48. This is an Arnold Drake, Sal Buscema, John Romita Sr. artwork on the cover, and Werner Roth. So Sal Buscema and John Romita Sr. on the cover there. Okay, you guys, this is a big one. This is Jim Steranko's cover. First appearance of Polaris. This is the X-Men 49. Like I said, it's the first appearance of Polaris, who would be the 9th X-Men. And this is a Arnold Drake story with Jim Steranko on the covers and Don Heck on the interior pencils. First appearance of Polaris. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful cover here. Very nice condition except for that little drawing that someone did. X-Men 50, Jim Steranko cover. Can you ask for more? Look at that beautiful, those beautiful green hues there. Really, really nice. Polaris, the 9th X-Men. Okay, this is a Barry Windsor Smith, and it's got a little bit of a date mark there at the top. This is X-Men 51. Look, or no, this is Steranko again. Excuse me. Look how beautiful this cover is. Jim Steranko on that cover. Wonderful condition on this book. Few spine ticks over here, but nothing major. Really nice book. X-Men 51. Arnold Drake on the story on that one. Okay, this is 52, and this is a Marie Severin and Joe Sinnott cover, and Arnold Drake on the story. Really great looking book there. Twilight of the Mutants, X-Men 52. There it is, you guys. Getting closer and closer. This is a Barry Windsor Smith. Now this I recognize, okay? This is X-Men 53. Look at the condition on this sucker. Really nice book. X-Men 53. Barry Windsor Smith introduced into the X-Men family. And Arnold Drake story there. X-Men 53. Cover by Barry Windsor Smith. Love it. This is also Barry Windsor Smith. This is X-Men 54. Cyclops Must Die. See, some of these books are in pretty nice condition, some of these later books. I don't have any immediate plans to replace any of these books, but if I do see them, I will probably pick them up and replace some of those other ones. So X-Men 45, Barry Windsor Smith cover. Okay, this is a big one. This is Excuse me, that last one was a big one too. This is the first appearance of Alex Summers, who becomes Havok. You guys, the 10th X-Men. So X-Men 54. I believe he's the 10th. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, he's the 10th X-Men and the final X-Men to be introduced in the Silver Age. This is X-Men 55. This is when Alex Summers discovers his powers. As you can see, his the chest is glowing there. So really cool cover. Date stamp, as you can see, February 20th. And this significance of, the team on this one was Roy Thomas, Barry Windsor-Smith, and Werner Roth on the interiors. Alex Summers discovers his powers. Very nice condition there as well. A little bit of those rubbing on the top, but otherwise very, very nice. Okay, you guys, we got a new character. We've got a new member to the X-Men creative team. This is X-Men 56. This is a Roy Thomas story, and as you can see here, there's Roy Thomas's signature there in pen. Awesome to find that. And I've compared it online with other signatures. Really nice red cover there. Pretty decent condition, mid-grade to upper mid-grade on this book. And this is the first cover on X-Men of Neil Adams. So this is a Neil Adams cover, you guys. X-Men 56. Neil Adams cover. Here's another Neil Adams cover. This is X-Men 57. Oh, excuse me. Forgot something about this one. This is Havok. First appearance of Havok without his costume. Okay, this is X-Men 57. This is a Roy Thomas and Neil artwork on the cover and interiors. So the Sentinels live. Once again, great Neil Adams cover there and interior artwork. Oh, and we have another 57, so there's an extra 57 there. Okay, and here's a big one. I got this from an AOK from Deadpool 2323 to complete. This is the last book I needed to complete my X-Men run. This is X-Men 58, the first appearance of Havok, and this is a Neil Adams cover. It's a Roy Thomas story and Neil Adams on the interior. So this is the first appearance of Havok in costume. So Alex Summers in costume as Havok. Enter the man called Havok. Great, great, beautiful book. And thank you, Deadpool 2323, for the gift on that to complete my Silver Age X-Men collection. X-Men 59. This is the Neil Adams cover as well. The Last X-Men. Who did the interiors on this? Neil Adams did the interiors, you guys. This is also a cool book for one other reason. This is a Roy Thomas story with the help of Chris Claremont. This is the only book in the Silver Age 1 through 66 that Chris Claremont contributed to. X-Men 59, Chris Claremont story, Roy Thomas story, and Neil Adams artwork. Cover and interiors. The Last X-Men. Look at that goodness. The Last X-Men. That's great. Okay, you guys, home stretch, we're at 60 right now. This is the first appearance of Sauron. This is X-Men 60. And this is a Neil Adams cover and interior artwork. And a Roy Thomas story. First appearance of Sauron, however you want to say it. Okay, X-Men 61. This is a Neil Adams cover with a Roy Thomas story. X-Men 61, really, really good stuff there. So it looks like a battle in the skies. All right, another great book, X-Men 62, another Neil Adams cover and Roy Thomas story. This is X-Men 62 with Kazar or Kazar. Love it. Here it is, you guys. X-Men 63. Magneto's back, you guys. X-Men 63. This is a Neil Adams cover. You see Kazar there, Kazar. And this is a Roy Thomas story. Sorry, I have to say both Kazar or Kazar because I just don't know which way it is. I've heard it said both ways, and I don't want to get it wrong. This is the first appearance of Sunfire. This is a Sal Buscema cover with Roy Thomas story and Don Heck interiors. So, Sunfire becomes a member of the X team, but not considered a member of the team in the Silver Age. So X-Men 64, first appearance of Sunfire. Sal Buscema cover. X-Men 65. Here's X-Men 65. This is a Neil Adams cover, Dennis O'Neil story. And this is when Professor X returns. So what's really cool is flipping through this book, you see the X-Men kind of walking to the mansion after the battle with Sunfire, and they're just kind of talking about like, oh, you know, Sunfire turned out to be okay. You know, he was pretty tough, blah blah blah. Got a good workout fighting Sunfire. And when they go to the door, Polaris and Havok answer the door and pretty much welcome their team back into the mansion, and also to show them that Professor X was alive and had returned. So this is X-Men 65. Last book in the Silver Age collection of X-Men. This is X-Men 66. Got 2 copies of this. I got one from Dercier's Comics and Things. So this is the copy that I bought. X-Men 66. Found this for a really good deal. The Hulk versus the Hulk. So last new story with the original team, and they battle the Hulk. And this is the copy that I got from Dercier. So thank you very much, Dercier. Really cool subscription crease. So if you don't know what a subscription crease is back in the day, probably through the 70s, maybe even into the 80s, could be even longer than that. But if you subscribe to these books, if you had a subscription from Marvel to get these books directly shipped to your house, they would fold these things in half and put them in an envelope, and that's how you'd get subscription creases. So there's that. That is the complete collection, you guys. I do have 3 more books to show you. These are significant books in the X-Men series. Now from 67 to 93, they did reprints of these books. Really great covers. Are actually sought after. I'm not chasing them right now. It's just too much to handle. I've got other priorities. But 94, they came back out, and there was a brand new team. So as you can see, this one's faded. It was on the shop's wall for decades, and it just tore all the red out of the cover. The yellow even started to fade, but this is X-Men, and as you can see, the reds are about gone, and the yellows are really faded. So X-Men 94, the first appearance of the new team in the X-Men title. Also have Giant Size X-Men, the first appearance of the new X-Men team, and second appearance of Wolverine. So this is Giant Size X-Men #1, and then I bought this off of Key Issue Comics. This is X-Men 181. This is the first appearance of Wolverine. Very, very famous book. Probably about a 7.0 grade here, but really nice. Hulk 181. You guys, really happy to have all these books. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you're brand new to my channel, I do haul videos, I do collection videos, we do live chats and stuff like that. We do hangouts. So if you want to subscribe for more of these kind of videos, click that bell if you want to see, if you want to be notified when a new video comes out, and then also make sure to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it, and let me know what your favorite stuff is in the comments below. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be safe and take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.